Hello and welcome to Stitch the Way. Today I will be showing you how to make your very own velvet hair scrunchie. I was asked to remake one of my original videos in better quality and slow down a little bit more, really explain it. So that's what I'm doing for you guys. I'm doing a few different videos, a few different styles, but I'd like to thank you for tuning in and let's get started. Alright, so we're going to get started on our hair scrunchie. So as you see here, I'm going to get a little tail going here, and then you hold it with your thumb and your pointer finger, so you have a loop there. Grab your hair elastic of choice, and what you want to do is insert into your hair elastic and then insert the hook into that nice little loop you made. You're going to pull that loop into the center of your hair elastic, and then you're going to put your hook underneath your two strands there and pull up another loop. After you've joined on, you want to drop so you see where your tail is, like so. And then what I do is I switch to the opposite hand here. So like this. So bring your hook over to the other side so that you can securely tie on at the beginning. So you can either loop it around like this, so lay it over top and then find your tail. You loop it and pull it. You can do that a few times is what I usually do. To loop it around, pull the tail through, and then pull it tight. And then once you've joined on like that, I lay it down flat. And what you want to do is make a few little very tight knots just by wrapping the string around your fingers and pulling the tail up. Make sure you don't pull too hard or your tail's going to snap off on you. I usually do a few of those. If you're not familiar with the wraparound knot I showed you, you can even just do this sort of in knots right at the beginning, a few of them. As soon as you got like at least 3 and they're super tight, you can trim off the tail. I recommend doing this because in previous versions where I've had the tail loose and I've worked over it, it ends up just coming out and showing through on your scrunchie, which is not what you want to do. Okay, so I've picked it back up in my regular working hand here. You see that we're tied on nice and tight, so the next step I'm going to ask you to chain 2. So what we're aiming for is to make at least 60 half double crochets tightly around your elastic. If you need a refresher, you yarn over and then insert your hook into the hair elastic, yarn over, pull up a loop. And you'll see you have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over, pull through 3, and then kind of just pull down on that. So yarn over, and then we're going to pull through 3. And kind of just trying to make them nice and secure, put a little tension into it. 5, 6, you're going to keep working your way around with like a medium tension. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, keep working, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, you say, how am I going to fit 60 when I've already almost filled this? The trick is you hold the elastic in one hand and then you slide your stitches over as far as you can. And now we have more space and you can continue onward. $28, $29, $30, and there you go again. You're like, oh, I'm getting low on space. You slide it over again. $37, $38, $39, $40. I usually work 10 stitches at a time and then I take a second to slide it. So that's 40. $47, $48, $49, oh, this will be $49, $50. So it looks pretty full, but you can still push the limits. You still got some more room there. 1, 52, 55, you can keep going. 58, 59, 60. Now the reason why I've asked you to work the half double crochets a little bit on the tighter side is so that they can keep their shape and not move around too much when the elastic's in use. Then, to end this round, you want to find your chain 2 along the edge there, and then the actual first half double crochet stitch, you insert your hook, pull a loop through, and then pull that loop through again. That is a slip stitch, and that ends the first round. Now that we're done round 1, and we have 60 tight half double crochets around, I'm going to ask that you chain 2. And we're simply going to work 60 around again. Now it might be a little hard to find, but this is where you kind of just got to use your fingers and feel for the tops of your stitches. Take your time, there's no rush, and you want to go medium tension again. Your half double crochets. Take your time, feel out your stitches. It does take some time, but you'll get there. Okay, I'm going to get you to continue around and then we'll meet back up and I'll show you how to finish this beauty. Hello and welcome back. You have now completed round 2. It's looking nice and full, nice and wavy. So you want to find your chain 2 along the edge there, and the top of your first actual secure half double crochet stitch. Insert, pull up a loop, and then pull through again to make your slip stitch. Then just want to cut and leave a little tail. It doesn't really have to be that long. And then what I do is you pull up, pull it tight, and then flip it over. You see the back side looks a little different from the front. It's not quite as pretty, but once you get it all twisted up, it all looks the same. So it works out. Once you're on the back side, you find a secure stitch at the top, put your hook through, pick up your tail, pull it through. So you're now on the back side. Then you want to find one more secure stitch there, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and you're going to pull loop all the way through. And what this has done is started a little slip knot for you there. My advice is you take your thumbnail and you slide the knot down the strand carefully but as tightly as possible. Then wrap your yarn around your fingers again and make another little knot there. Same thing, carefully slide it down, make sure it's tight. You want to make sure you get a few nice ones there, and then once you do, you trim off the excess. Which leaves you with a nice velvet hair scrunchie. Now, I really want to stress that pulling the stitches tight is very crucial to helping the stitches stay in place. And I'm going to show you why. If, let's say, you were to do one really loose row of, say, like double crochets or half double crochets, what's going to happen is the stitches, once they get played around with, are going to start worming. So some of them are going to move out of place. And the thing is if you're selling product to someone, they're not going to be happy if they wear that and it starts getting ratty like that. So the best advice is work tightly. And even if you don't think that this is wide enough, pop another round on it. Just make sure you do the stitches tightly, and this is one of the best ways to ensure your yarn's not going to start worming on you. I'd like to thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in the next video.